All right, so I'm gonna try doing this little short stream. I kind of just want to talk about the state of the UFC, basically. Obviously, UFC 323 just happened this past weekend. This camera, is it going to be straight or is it going to be annoying? A lot of stuff happened. Obviously, Merab lost. People thought he would be bantamweight GOAT. Pantoja had his injury. So I kind of just want to talk briefly about the results, what they mean, and like some of the rankings throughout the UFC, some of the potential matchups to make next. So the biggest fights, I mean, honestly, do I even remember the non? I don't remember the non-title fights, honestly. Moreno. Okay. So some big things here. Cejudo retires, whatever. This is this was so funny when I saw this, I swear. Just seeing Yan get another draw is like it's just like, bro. Poor guy. He's like 43 or something. He should probably just retire. I want to see his this is what I want to see. 42. Oh my god. He's still good though. Like, I don't know. This guy's 18-3, doing pretty decent against him. But yeah, then Cejudo retires. Talbot, I guess that happened. He's now ranked probably 10. This is interesting. Tatsuro is probably next for the title. We'll talk about that later. We got Van and Pantoja. That whole crazy sequence where Pantoja kind of landed on his arm. Ended the fight very early, and then Merab. This was semi-surprising, honestly. I mean, the odds I think between these two were closer than these two were. In my opinion, before the fight, I thought that this was a closer fight than this one was. Regardless, both challengers won, and we got to talk about what's next. So, talk about the bantamweight division. Sorry, I mean flyweight, right? Look, Pantoja. I don't know if that was a fracture or what it was, but if it's a fracture or a tendon, ligament tear, whatever, he's probably going to be out for a while. If he's going to be healthy soon, I think a defense right away rematch makes sense. But I think the odds are, unfortunately, that he'll be out for like a year or something. In which case, obviously, Moreno just lost to Tyra. Tyra's on a win streak. He only lost to, I want to say, who did he lose to? Brandon Royval. Very weird loss like a year ago. So, my opinion, we're going to see Tatsuro v. Van for the next title fight, and then Pantoja will come back and basically take care of um, whoever wins that fight. I don't know. Van is a. I think he just lacking skills. You know, he's mostly just a boxer and some kicks, as far as I've seen so far. Maybe I'm wrong there, but that's kind of the sense that I'm getting. I've never really seen Tyra fight. Hey man, I don't buy pay-per-view, but next year that the Paramount is out, I'm gonna be getting that all the time. I'm gonna be watching all the time. I mean, so I don't know between those two, but I think Pantoja comes back if he's healthy. I mean, that might be a career-ending injury. If not, I think he wins, unless there's a crazy knockout. Bantamweight. We got some interesting stuff to talk about here because I think most people were not counting on Rob to lose anytime soon, but in reality, he lost. He just did. Sometimes that can happen. Peter wins this fight. I saw Dana saying that he's not sure if Merab's going to get a rematch. I think Merab should get a rematch for sure. I don't know why he wouldn't. Merab doesn't seem to be badly injured, just a lot of cuts on his face, basically. His face got beat in. Sean O'Malley made a post saying, like, Song Yadong, you're done. Peter, you're next. Sean has at least 2 fights to get through. He has to beat Song, and then he has to beat Sandhagen, in my opinion. That has to happen before he gets any sort of title fight next. If for some reason Marab's not getting the title fight rematch, then it should be Umar. Umar, I don't know why people are kind of forgetting about him. He's fighting Davison. Interesting. He'll beat Davison most likely, and especially when he beats Davison, he should. If it's not Marab, it should be Umar. I don't see it being any other way. There's no like Umar, very close fight between Marab and Umar. I think, yeah, if it's not Marab for whatever reason, Umar absolutely should be the guy to fight Peter for the belt, and I think he wins that fight. Featherweight, we kind of had a weird situation with Diego fighting Volk again. What are the other options? Leron Murphy would have been better, in my opinion. Movsar is just interesting. I guess he's injured. He's also just not really talked about at all. He should get it eventually. I would like to see him fighting the top, but he also doesn't fight that often, right? Like, how often does this guy fight? He last fought a year ago, and he fights, yeah, like once a year. That's not really championship level stuff, though his skill seems to be championship level. He last fought Aljamain. That was his last fight. Jeez. I remember that day, actually, or the day after. Weird. Yeah, this guy needs to get more active, or otherwise I think Diego fight was weird. I think Leron would probably have been the right call for this fight, but Diego would have probably been second up, um, if not Aljamain. Aljamain will be a really cool fight against Volk, so we'll see. It's kind of a weird situation, that division. Lightweight, there's already a lot of public controversy about this. As we know, it's going to be an interim title between Justin and Patty. We had this fight happening, which is a great fight. Arman, I guess he's just having issues with the UFC and is not super active, so that would explain that. Ilya, I think out of these two, who's going to win this fight? I don't really know. Um, I think Patty might. I think Justin's just getting old and got knocked out. Almost 2 years ago now, but still, I would say Patty wins this fight in my opinion, and then Ilya beats his ass probably. Maybe not. Kind of curious actually. Ilya, his fights are just. I feel like he loses most rounds until he wins by knockout, so it's kind of hard to tell how good he is for me anyway. Then Arman has to get his shit together. Wow, look at Leon Edwards, number 9. He was a champion like 2 years ago. That is really sad. How was Kamaru ahead of him? Yeah, this is probably the best division in the UFC right now, if we're being honest. Islam is in my opinion, he sweeps the division, I think. Who's fighting him next? I don't think it's a great matchup, but I think Ian is the one who fights him next. Ian's been active, he's been winning. He's barely lost to Shavkat, and Shavkat's not been active. Shavkat needs to fight Jack. I think that's a sick fight. Morales, I think Prates and Morales agreed to some sort of fight. And yeah, Kamaru could also fight Islam, but he's just not active, and he's like 1-4 in his last however many fights. So I'm thinking Ian is the next fight for Islam. And then Jack Shavkat got to come back, man. I don't know how he's still injured for so long. We'll see. I'm not sure how that's going to look out. Middleweight, this is Kamzat's division. This is a cool fight, but honestly, like, I guess Imavov fights Kamzat and gets wrecked. Yeah, I don't see much fun stuff here anymore. Kamzat seems to be just going to dominate this. Just going to dominate the division. This is such a weird loss for Reiner de Ritter against Brendan Allen, right? Yeah, what a weird loss. Yeah, kind of a boring division, honestly. Paulo Costa, come back, bro. Marvin, I don't know what's going on with this guy. Keeps losing. Light heavyweight, also kind of weird. Like Pereira, he's Magomed just got wrecked, and he's not a fan favorite, so he's probably not getting the next shot. Probably Carlos, if not Carlos, Yuri V3. That kind of makes sense. And then heavyweight, obviously, what's going on here? Get this fight up and going. Tom, rest up your eyeballs. And then, yeah, probably the most boring division, I would say. That's about it. Yeah, I just wanted to make that quick stream, talk about stuff because I felt like it, and maybe I'll do this again, maybe I won't, but I do plan on making more content in general. Just whatever content I feel like is kind of the plan. So yeah, that's about it. And thanks for watching. Peace out.